gold, given that what you're describing, gold should be running right now? Is it going to Bitcoin?
The world is changing. That's the vinyl record, Joe. That's the vinyl record. The world's changing. This
never did before with gold, Anthony. That's what people would say. I mean, you go back 4,000 years. Is it really changing this time? I mean, it kind of looks like it. Look at that.
Well, it was 1500 something where Copernicus said, we may be revolving around the sun. I mean, things do change. And so we have to look at it rationally, and we have to accept that if money is a technology that allows us to transfer goods and services to each other efficiently, the technology around us would likely improve money. And in a lot of ways, if you really study it, Joe, it's better than gold. It's easier to store. You can move it around more quickly. And that value and that trusted network is growing. It's 110 million now. By 2025, it'll be at 1 billion. And if we're right and it adopts pursuant to Metcalfe's law, you want to own some Bitcoin. And, be prudent. Anthony, you don't have to own a lot of it, but just own some of it.
Anthony Scaramucci singing the praises of Bitcoin and talking about how, somewhat controversially, gold no longer has a place in the modern investment landscape. Now, maybe that's being a little bit hyperbolic. I, for one, think that gold still has a place, but it is going to be outperformed by this new asset class of blockchain-based digital currencies, primarily Bitcoin. Of course, looking at the price of gold here, it's down on the day, it's down on the month, it's down these last 6 months. And fast forward a few weeks, it looks like it's going to be down on the year, which is just embarrassing given everything that's happening right now in the microclimate. So let me know what you guys think. Do you have a place for gold in your investment portfolio? I used to be a gold bug, and there's just too much corruption in the space and whatnot. I got rid of it years and years ago, and it's been a few years since I've taken the plunge now into cryptocurrencies. And I've never looked back. I haven't wished you guys a happy Thursday yet. Happy Thursday to all members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. If you want to see the full exchange here, head over to A. Pompliano on Twitter. Anthony's diverting you towards this CNBC clip. Investors are getting hammered by mainstream media with the accurate narrative. Bitcoin is superior to gold. It used to be taboo to say, it used to be risque. Not anymore. The proof is in the pudding, up over 900%. And at the time of this recording, Bitcoin is actually breaking through $60,000. Whether or not it stays there today, who cares? That's my point of view. It's going to get up above 60K with confidence and authority very, very soon. Scaramucci, of course, representing his own investment fund, his hedge fund, doing a great job explaining it to the CNBC audience. And yeah, look, people are waking up to this. Of course, it's not just Anthony Scaramucci and his firm. The big news you've likely heard about, Morgan Stanley. They're becoming the first big U.S. bank to offer wealthy clients access to Bitcoin funds. This is very exclusive, and I mean that, to suggest like exclusionary. It's actually only geared towards clients with assets to the tune of $2 million that they hold with Morgan Stanley, which I find exclusionary. I think that's a very, what's the word here? I suppose you could say discriminatory. At the end of the day, this is discrimination. They're discriminating based on wealth. I think they can lower that bar and have more of, a mass appeal kind of product offering, but I guess they're rolling it out slowly for now. Not really sure where that $2 million, dollar kind of threshold comes from. It's I guess it's something that they're gearing, they're marketing as exclusive and thus kind of piloting it with their wealthiest clients first. Anyways, that's a small little gripe. I don't want to get into the weeds of this. On the macro level, this is very good news. Morgan Stanley getting into Bitcoin more and more. Tyler Winklevoss of Gemini, for him and for us, for myself, for people in this space, it comes as no surprise, right? Bitcoin continues to go mainstream slowly, then suddenly. Many understand this, linking here to this CNBC article. What's interesting is that you have more and more firms, yes, getting into Bitcoin, which is the gateway drug for many. Case in point here on Cointelegraph.com. Asia's MicroStrategy, perhaps. My2 drops another 50 million, not only on Bitcoin, but on Ethereum as well. So this is a Chinese tech company. My2, possibly pronounced Me Too. They've dropped another $50 million on ETH and Bitcoin, taking its total holdings to $90 million. Again, It comes as no surprise. Everybody's going to be doing this, as Tyler said, first slowly and then more and more rapidly. It comes as no surprise at all. Blockport reporting on this. Breaking. Tech firm Maito has purchased an additional 16,000 Ethereum. That was for 28.4 million, and 386 Bitcoin for 21.6 million. So guys, that's the big macro news. Just a lot of positivity as we breach 60K yet again. I wanted to get the positive macro vibes out of the way first. We're going to launch into more details now. We're looking at IOST, crypto.com paid network. We have news out of Chainlink, Fuse Network, as well KardiaChain teaming up with one of our up-and-comers that we featured recently in the 100 times moonshot video. We also have Paralink news. Of course, guys, if you like this kind of content, Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, altcoins, be sure to like and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz. Okay, let's kick things off here with IOST at IOST_official. This from yesterday. IOST is excited to partner Apron Network to bring more node services, on-chain data indexing services, price feed services, and other decentralized infrastructure to our ecosystem and our developers. Hashtag IOST, hashtag blockchain, node, crypto, DLT, Apron. You can read more about that here on medium.com. And by the way, if you haven't caught the news about the mega institutional investment that Grayscale did, they announced digital asset trust, investment trust products in a whole series of altcoins. That is the breaking news, but I'm taking it kind of for granted that you guys are already across that news. You're privy to it. If not, check out yesterday's video, our St. Patrick's Day special, as it were, where we covered that. A couple of those projects really starting to pick up, especially livepeer LPT, doing phenomenally well on the back of that news. However, that aside, you can check out this IOST news here on medium.com. Big news, and this was almost like borderline macro news. I debated whether or not to put this kind of at the beginning of the video, but really this is specific to crypto.com and the CRO token, that ecosystem, at Crypto.com on Twitter. This is awesome news, by the way. We're proud to announce our global alliance partnership with Visa. Together, we're accelerating mainstream adoption of cryptocurrency, and we can now bring world-first products to market, accelerate new market launches, and issue cards directly as a Visa principal partner. This in addition to the great news out of crypto.com with their ongoing 70% CRO token burn. Also in addition to their upcoming mainnet at the end of March. Privately, I've been having discussions with friends, and this also, I guess, reiterates what we were predicting in our CRO price prediction video. But I'm beginning to think that, I was bullish on CRO, and now it's like, wow, I've been off by an order of magnitude. Like, these guys have 10 million plus users, and they're growing. They have all this good stuff coming up. They have that Formula One partnership ahead of them with Aston Martin. They're going to get more and more exposure. And by the way, we take it for granted, but they have literally the best SEO search engine optimization name in the world, crypto.com. Like, tell me that's not a big deal. Anyways, in addition to all that, global alliance partnership and principal membership with Visa. Read about it on blog.crypto.com, also on cointelegraph.com. Currently, I think they're up 25% on the day, CRO token that is, so up over 21, 22 cents right now at the time of this recording. I'm feeling $1, guys. I'm feeling $1. Like, don't tell me that CRO is not going to be worth $1 or several dollars when, we get to 20 million. 30 million, 40 million, 50 million users, 100 plus million users. I see good things on the horizon. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below. Paid Network. We see great things for Paid Network as well. They're recovering pretty nicely off of that recent hack, as unfortunate as it may have been. They're bouncing back nicely. Paid Network is excited to announce our strategic partnership with Parsec, the next-gen blockchain monitoring and intelligence platform. Parsec, as our official partner, will be an integral part of our crisis management and response team. Very apropos, if you've been following the, unfortunately, the recent debacle that happened, the hacking event, I should say, that happened recently with Paid Network. That's another can of worms, not to get into it here, but you can read more about the Paid and Parsec partnership that is aiming to boost continued security. Chainlink here is in the news. Chainlink official, that is, at Chainlink is the Twitter handle. Premium data provider Sportmonks will launch their own Chainlink node to support sports data across leading blockchains. This allows sports monks to expand their addressable market and support new sports prediction markets, player-based NFT, non-fungible token games, and more. Every day we have at least one or two announcements out of Chainlink. That's another project that, right now, even right off of that news with Grayscale, like they're appreciating in price, but I don't know. There's pressure that's boiling here. I sense like an eruption imminently with Chainlink's price. It's not a financial piece of advice. It's not a piece of technical analysis in the least. It's just kind of like a zeitgeist level instinctive feeling, like something's got to give, in my opinion, not financial advice. Here on sportsmonks.com, you can check it out. Sport Monks and Chainlink bring sport data to the blockchain. Awesome. Fuse Network is in the news. They're thrilled to partner with Boson Protocol. We're excited by the prospects of powering the emerging d-commerce space together with them. Read more on Boson's blog. That is available here. Boson Protocol announces Fuse as a d-commerce ecosystem partner. And one of our favorites that, to my own surprise, we haven't been talking about them for a while, but KardiaChain. They're delighted to announce the strategic partnership with Labs Group IO. If you didn't catch our video highlighting really what Labs Group is all about, think of blockchain meeting real estate investment. We covered them pretty extensively in our recent 100 times moonshot video. We are big fans not only of KardiaChain, but more and more we're big fans of Labs Group right now. So you're going to want to check out that video if you have not already. Labs Group will utilize KardiaChain dual node as cross-chain technology and AI Starter as the platform to expand the real estate NFT non-fungible token marketplace. Seems like a very organic collaboration. Read more about it here on medium.com. Labs Group and KardiaChain to kickstart NFT mass adoption in the real estate market. And here, courtesy of DeFi news, Defiance Capital is joining Bancor, and they're taking a seat as the new strategic advisor of the Bancor protocol. Defiance, that's a great name, by the way, will use its BNT tokens to provide liquidity on the Bancor and earn yield from swap fees and liquidity mining reward. More on that here. blog.bancor.network. Defiance Capital joins Bancor Protocol as strategic advisors. And finally, in the news today, courtesy of Paralink Network at Paralink Network on Twitter, they're excited to join forces with Litentry, a decentralized identity authentication and user activity data management infrastructure. Paralink's cross-chain oracles will be integrated into Litentry for identity credit computation. More is available here on blog.paralink.network. Paralink integrates its cross-chain oracle solutions with Litentry. Every day, there's more and more news of solid, organic, real-world, pragmatic collaborations and partnerships. And even at that, we have to, prune out at least like 3/4 of them. There's just so much happening in this space, guys. If nothing else, take that as a bullish sign. Not financial advice, just my point of view. That about wraps it up for today, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications. If you enjoyed today's video, check out this piece as well by Pratik for our Chainlink price prediction, LINK link. It's just my point of view, but I feel it's set to explode. We'll do a dedicated video on this in the very near future, the next couple of days. But in the meantime, you can check out the article again on the website, altcoinbuzz.io. Best of luck, guys, if you do choose to invest on this Thursday. Have a great one. Stay safe. As always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.